Well, we tend to turn it inward. We shame ourselves for it, and that's because we've been shamed for it. We apologize for it before we even express it. But guilt around anger isn't your truth, it's conditioning. And here's the real problem. When you don't allow anger, you lose the clarity it's trying to give you. You lose your boundaries. You lose your voice. And eventually you lose trust in yourself. Your anger isn't dangerous. Your anger is your body saying, this is not okay. Most of us learn to fear our anger or to swallow it so deep that it becomes stress. It turns into resentment. We even experience physical pain. But what if anger isn't the problem? What if it's actually your body trying to protect you? I'm Heather Hewett, somatic trauma informed coach, and today we're going to reframe anger and break it down. Well, let's redefine anger as protection. Right there, that's going to make some changes in our body, isn't it? Let's start by redefining this. Anger is not chaos. Anger is not aggression. Anger is not you being too much. Anger is a boundary signal. It's the part of your nervous system that wakes up when something crosses the line. For instance, when your values are violated. That's why I always encourage my clients to write out a list of their top 10 values and then streamline it down in the top 5. You will find after you really know what they are, you will find your boundaries, this alarm system going off, you'll be able to pinpoint who, when, where, why, how. When you do that, it takes the sting out. So try that out. When your safety is threatened, when your energy feels like you're just being drained, think of it like a smoke alarm. It's not the actual fire, it's the alert. Healthy anger says, pay attention. Something here needs you and your attention. And when you can feel that anger without shutting down or exploding, something really powerful happens. You finally feel safe inside your own body. Why do we feel guilty about anger? Think about that for a second. I know I did for years. Well, if anger is so protective, why do we feel so guilty about it? Most of us were taught that good people don't get angry. It's not the proper thing to do, or that anger is disrespectful, or that being angry makes you unstable, dramatic, extra, or ungrateful. So what do we do then? Because we all experience anger. Well, we tend to turn it inward. We shame ourselves for it, and that's because we've been shamed for it. We apologize for it before we even express it. But guilt around anger isn't your truth, it's conditioning. And here's the real problem. When you don't allow anger, you lose the clarity it's trying to give you. You lose your boundaries. You lose your voice. And eventually you lose trust in yourself. If you're ready to move from survival into healing, I created something for you, the Butterfly Event. It's a self-paced journey that blends neuroscience, soul work, and emotional regulation to help you heal from stress and self-blame. You can start small with the ebook or go deeper with the full transformation toolkit, including a video course and private session for one-on-one support. Start your transformation today at heathermhewitt.com. You're not broken, you're becoming. Feeling anger isn't the issue. It's a normal emotion. Feeling unsafe in your anger is the problem. Well, how do we express anger mindfully? How do you honor anger without harming yourself or others? Here are 3 grounding steps or tips to do so. Number 1, pause and breathe. Put a hand on your chest and your stomach. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Your body is telling you something. This pause with breath work allows you to listen. And you can say, as you're doing this, I'm listening. I'm safe. Number 2, name the boundary being crossed. That's why this is really good to know your values. We want to name the boundary, not the behavior, the boundary. Example, I feel angry because my time wasn't expected or respected. I feel angry because my value wasn't honored. Naming the boundary moves you from reaction to clarity. Number 3, choose expression, not explosion. If we pause and respond, we're not going to react and have regrets and explode. Sometimes the expression is just a calm, firm no. Sometimes it's journaling. We need to pause for a moment and journal and process our feelings. Sometimes it's a conversation. Sometimes it's simply saying to yourself, I deserved better. And mindful anger isn't loud, it's intentional. Well, where does peace actually begin? When you allow yourself to feel safe enough to be angry, you reclaim a piece of yourself. You feel more in control. You learn what hurts. You learn what matters. You learn where your energy needs protection. Anger teaches you where peace begins, not by destroying anything, but by helping you rebuild trust with yourself. Well, if this message landed for you today, take a deep breath with me, in and out, and remind yourself your anger is not the enemy, it's your guide. Please like and subscribe and send this to someone who may need it.